Don't run away from your emptiness. That feeling of sadness that washes over you after a wonderful night out or a wonderful trip with a lover or a wonderful day with family. That void that not only calls you, but punches you right in the face. All those special days turned into special nights, and back and forth and back and forth. But where did they really lead? The Dharma exposes this truth, that everything leads nowhere, and that nothing is anything. So the ideals that we place on life and the hopes that we put into life those hopes will lead to nowhere. It's only the hopeless one who truly has hope. Because he has hope in what he sees and not what he wants to see. So he can truly have hope and not delusion. Even when things are going your way, you will not see it that way because you have an ideal. This is the thing. Nothing is perfect in life. Life is quite cruel. On the day that cancer is cured, there will be somebody who died from that same cancer a day before. And while everybody is celebrating this victory that cancer has been cured, that person's family, the person who died a day before the cure, their family, will, although they will grieve, is that the person they love could not have been alive the day that this cure was found. So there's nothing in this world that will ever make us truly happy. We have a bias that gives us pleasure for a moment. For example, we wake up in the morning and we say, I'm grateful to be alive. But we neglect the fact that a child probably just died today. Probably wasn't even more than a month old, but the child just woke up and died. And we say, God loves me, I am so special. Because you woke up. So does he not love the children starving in Palestine and dying? But he loves you, you're so special, that's why he loves you? So your being alive can't be what makes you special. Breathing can't be what makes you special. People say they're grateful to witness this beautiful earth, but they're blind people who are wonderful people. So seeing this world can't make you special. What makes you special is your source. And what's beautiful about that source, it can't be your source. And that's why it's the source. That's why it's truly special. Because it can't be yours. Even though so badly you want it to be yours, this bliss, it cannot. You see, this bliss, this ananda, is you get a taste of it through pleasurable experiences, but then it's taken away. And then you seek for it back. This bliss, ananda, this nothingness, although we run away from it, it's honestly what we're also running towards at all times. We just don't realize it. We just don't realize it. It's like a man who hates hard work, yet he wants freedom. But my friend, if you don't work hard for freedom, who is going to give it to you? In the same way, you want to be free, but you run from nothingness. Instead of admitting that you are nobody and remembering the Sadguru who constantly reminds you that you are nobody, you try to be a somebody in relationships. You seek the one. You want to be the person who found their soulmate. So you can be somebody and think you're somebody in relation to somebody else. But this is an illusion. Only the Sadguru has the loving honesty to tell you that he is a nobody telling you nothing. But throughout this world, people will give you so many promises. They will say, I am the one for you. I will be your most loyal friend. But will they be loyal when they feel like you're going wrong? So they can't be the most loyal friend. They're loyal on the condition that you meet the conditions for them to be loyal. Well, the Sadguru promises nothing. He doesn't promise loyalty, because when something is true, it doesn't need to promise loyalty. It is so loyal, even if you want to run from it, it is still by your side. The truth is so loyal to you, even if you run from it, even if you deny it, eventually you have to face this truth. So nothingness is the woman you need and not the woman that you want. The woman you need gives you peace. And you call it boredom. While the woman you want gives you chaos and you call it fun. This is why we're so scared of our nothingness. Because at least in this wheel of samsara, if we fall off, we can at least get back on the wheel. We can tell ourselves we're somebody going up, going down, and then going up. But when you're nothing, there's no game to play. You're so bored, you're not even bored. You go beyond boredom. When you listen to the Sadguru's teachings and are devoted to them, and love your nothingness more than being something, which is being something is painful, you just die. You look at this body and you almost feel like it belongs to a stranger. You feel like a sky who happens to have a cloud passing by it called the body. Because you have realized that this nothingness that you have run away from has truly been your greatest friend. But you wanted to be the clouds. But when you're the clouds, one day it storms. One day it's sunny. One day the clouds don't even appear in the sky. It's clear skies. But you know what remains? The sky. Now people will say, you know, I can understand I am nothing. I can understand that I am everything. but still I suffer. Now this is where devotion comes in. Yes, you can understand you are everything. Yes, you can understand you are that. But will you be devoted to that? Will you intellectually understand it? Or will you embody it into your being by being completely devoted to it? Now, one says, how can I focus on nothingness? How can I do that? How is that possible? But this is the blessing of the Sadguru, Brahman incarnate. The Sadguru is the invisible made visible. That's what a contradiction, right? But since we cannot see God, God comes to us in human form, just like Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. And God comes to us in human form only when we are surrendered enough to listen to God. You see, it's very easy to make up a God in your own mind and have that God tell you everything you want to hear and be comforted by that imaginary God. But God in human form is very difficult to deal with. Because God in human form won't let you get away with your lies, with your trivialities, with your half-assed dedication to the truth. Devotion to the Guru is not for everybody. There was a sage, Nisargadatta Maharaj, who was devoted to his Guru. He said, the day my wife died, I married freedom. That's who devotion to the Guru is meant for. Not for people when their girlfriend leaves them. They say they feel heartbreak instead of being devoted to the Guru's teachings and studying the sages. They focus on what could I have done better in the relationship? Could I have done this? Could I have done that to make her stay? Meanwhile, there's a guy who didn't do anything and had the same relationship. Maybe he was with her for a day. Maybe he was with her for a week. And maybe you were with her for a year. And maybe he did everything wrong and you did everything right. And maybe he did everything right and you did everything wrong. But what was the end result? It ended. So why is this pride in thinking that we have a choice in things and thinking that we're something when we're nothing? Don't you know that Marcus Aurelius, who to this day, and he was a sage too. Marcus Aurelius was a sage because if you read Meditations, what is the first thing that he mentions? The people who taught him. So that's a true sage. He was devoted to his teachers and his gurus. But, unfortunately, that's, people think that the sages and the gurus are just a Eastern thing, but they've shown up in the West, but the West is too egotistical to make it the forefront of what they are. I could make a whole separate video about that. But it's very interesting that Marcus Aurelius, who is a sage king, I call him a sage who, unfortunately, due to life circumstances, was forced to be a king. His wife, he was a Roman emperor. His wife cheated on him with a security guard. I couldn't tell you the security guard's name. He'd had not near the impact on society that Marcus Aurelius did. And yet still Marcus Aurelius' wife cheated on Marcus Aurelius with him. Now, did that make Marcus Aurelius a lesser man? No. See, Marcus Aurelius' wife is Maya. The security guard is the ego. And Marcus Aurelius is your true self. You'll chase Maya, try to figure her out, and you'll wonder why, even though you're so great, She decides to sleep with your ego. When you could have just been in yourself, in your true being, and not worried about Maya, and then you wouldn't have been worrying about your ego. Comparing yourself to your ego because you realize you don't have a self to compare. It just is as it is. The more you can face your emptiness, the more you will be filled. The more you try to hide and run away from it, the more empty you will feel. I know that feeling. Like you're naked in front of a million, billions of people and there's nowhere to go and you feel trapped and stuck in a world that goes nowhere. The only antidote to this feeling is the Satguru's teachings, the teachings of the sages, the Dharma. Anything else is a temporary lie. You don't have to believe me. Tell me I'm a fraud. Tell me I'm a snake oil salesman, that the Dharma is BS. Be attached to this world. Continue on with your life after life. Being attached to this world. Keep thinking the Dharma is BS. Keep thinking you can be half in, half out. Keep thinking that this pain is just a game. That it doesn't get worse and worse. That if you're not devoted to the Dharma, you won't put yourself in a situation or situations in life to where you'll think you're happy and you're really not happy at all. Please don't be one of those hypocrites who pretends to be happy and isn't at all. Those are the worst types of people who tell themselves they're happy and aren't happy at all. It's better to admit I am not happy than to pretend you are happy and not have an ounce of happiness at all. Have no pride. Pride serves the ego. There's a reason I told you that Marcus Aurelius story. Do not have pride in this world. Pride is very dangerous. The goddess has been telling me to teach you guys this the most. Let go of pride. That's what the most she's been letting me know, to let you guys know. That's the biggest message these past couple weeks I've been hearing, to tell you guys. Let go of pride. Let go of pride. Let go of pride. I can't tell you that, guys, enough. Is what the goddess is telling me. You can't tell them enough. It's pride that makes you hold on to all these things. And I'm grateful for my gurus, Madhusudana, Siddhar Meswar Maharaj, and many others for destroying my pride. And forcing me to surrender. Because this ego never wants to surrender. It thinks, oh, the Dharma, I don't have to take it too seriously. It's just knowledge. It's not the truth. It's not everything. It's just knowledge. I could keep it. This is just a philosophy. I can keep it to the back door. Until the Dharma will show you. I ain't no back door. I'm the front door, the back door. When the door is demolished and the house on the door is demolished, I'm what's there. That's what the Dharma will show you.